Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, then hello and welcome. My name is Wyman. Let's obviously address this situation right now. So I would usually film in my bedroom, of course, but our house is currently being redone, so there's a lot of banging, there's a lot of drilling, and basically I've tried to film this video before, but there's just too much going on and you can't really pick up on my voice. You're just basically hearing the sounds of everything else that's going on in the house. So we have resorted to this, and this has basically been the best environment so far, where you can only hear me. So I'm in this car filming this haul for you guys because I'm so desperate to get this out to you guys and show you guys the pieces that I've picked up. And I've also got Bella here who's sleeping next to me, so if you hear any barking or anything, that is just her. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So today's video is going to be an autumn winter haul, and it is going to be for ASOS and H&M. H&M is one of those places where I guess I don't really shop there unless I know I need like a staple piece. So for me, I find that H&M is really good for coats and jackets and knitwear. I would say like most of my knitwear is probably from there, just because it lasts a long time. It's usually a little bit cheaper than Zara as well, and the styles are very similar. And so yeah, so I haven't really shopped there for a little while now, but obviously we're going into autumn winter and it is a little bit colder. I have to be honest, autumn winter is not really my kind of season. I know like everybody is raving about it online, but I'm a summer baby. I was born in the summer, and that is more my kind of scene basically. Like I much prefer to wear crop tops and shorts than a jumper and leggings and a big baggy coat. It's not really me. So to get me excited to actually dress nicely for autumn winter, I did two very big shops. So I'm going to show you guys the pieces that I've picked up, starting with H&M. So the first item we have is a jacket. I have two jackets in this haul, and this one is from H&M. It is beige. I would say online it looked more camel, and I'm more of a camel kind of colour jacket person because I find that beige is a little bit too light and sometimes quite hard to style. But this one is really nice and really soft. So obviously it's faux fur, and it kind of looks a little bit like one of our dogs. Really soft and a nice beige kind of colour, slightly darker than the suede here. I don't actually know if this is raw suede. I doubt it was, because it wasn't very expensive. I don't think it is, but it is of course long sleeve, and then you've got the same bits on your cuffs as well, so that will keep you nice and warm. And what I like about this jacket is you actually have that kind of belt loop around your neck, so when it gets really cold, of course you can tighten it. I don't know if people still do that nowadays, but I get really cold, so I really appreciate things like this. And of course it just comes down to, I would say, past my waist. And again, you have the lining that goes all the way around the bottom as well, just to give it a little bit of something, I guess. And on the back, it is nice and plain with just the seams going across it. Sorry about the angle of this, by the way. It's literally the best I can do, and I'm going to put try on clips anyway so you can see how they fit on me. But yeah, this one is the first jacket that I purchased for autumn winter, and is from H&M. Really nice and soft inside as well. I would say it actually runs a little bit bigger than I would have liked. This is an extra small, and it fit quite big on me, so I can actually put a knit jumper underneath it, or maybe a hoodie, but you can definitely use this to layer up. So yeah, really nice first piece from H&M. So my next item from H&M is something that I've not worn in a very long time. So my kind of style back at university was like an oversized t-shirt with faux leather leggings and a blazer, and maybe some like ankle boots, or maybe some like higher lace-up boots. And I've not touched a blazer in literally so long. So this is a beige checked blazer from H&M, and it's got sort of like a, I guess like a rosy pink bit of pattern within the checked pattern that you've got there, and it has shoulder pads. I absolutely love shoulder pads to most jackets, to most blazers. I just think it creates a bit more structure. I'm also quite small framed along the top, so I think that it gives me like a bolder kind of silhouette, which is really flattering. So yes, it is a blazer, and it just has one button at the front. I usually don't button it up. I like to wear it quite loose, and like I said, I'll wear it with like a t-shirt underneath, tucked into some faux leather leggings. And yeah, it's really cute, really nice. And of course, as I said, I'm not an autumn baby, so I can't jump straight into the burgundies and the darker colours yet. This is like a good transition piece for me. And you can definitely style this up or down. Like I would wear this in the day, and then I would style it up to wear it in the evening as well, to go out for drinks or to go out for dinner. But really nice, and it looks a lot more expensive than it is. I bought this in a size 6, which is true to size. It is my normal size here. I would, however, have sized up because I could then wear a hoodie underneath, like a black hoodie with some black jeans or something, or maybe even a white hoodie in the day and some blue jeans, like some blue boyfriend jeans. So yeah, I would have sized up for it because it is very fitting. so it's true to size for sure, but for a more oversized fit I would have sized up to a size 8, but I really like how it fits, so I'm going to keep this on in the size 6. Onto our next item from H&M. Like I said, I purchased a lot of my knits from H&M because they're very basic, they're very staple in your wardrobe, and they're very easy to mix and match. So this is the first knit of autumn winter 2020. It is this cream coloured knit, and it has a v-neck front and also a v-neck back as well, which you don't really notice, I guess, because my hair is always usually worn down, but if you wear it in a ponytail that would be quite nice. A little bit of detailing at the back, and it is just like this really soft, simple knit, and it runs kind of oversized, so you can see that the sleeves are slightly bigger and it creates like a back wing kind of sleeved, and then obviously it is just quite nice and plain running down the front as well. This actually fit quite big on me, and this is a size small. I would say this will comfortably fit up to like a size 8 to 10 actually, depending on how you like it to fit. Like I said, I'm usually a size 6, and the idea of me getting this was actually I wanted to wear this with my faux leather leggings and more like a dress kind of pattern. So I thought if it was long enough, I would actually wear it with my tights and some ankle boots or some like military style boots, because then it would look quite cool. Yeah, this one fits long, but not long enough to wear as a dress. But again, it is really nice and thick and really warm actually. I was just trying this on in my room and I was absolutely sweltering. So yeah, this is very nice and warm, and I'm sure it'll be very useful for me going into the colder weathers. And now onto my last 2 items from H&M. So these were inspired by 2 of my favourite characters on Netflix at the moment. So of course, Blair Waldorf from Gossip Girl, and also if you guys have been on Netflix recently, obviously Emily in Paris. She is so cute. She is exactly like Blair basically from Gossip Girl. I guess a little bit less savage, but her fashion sense is like very bold, it's very cool, it's very preppy. So yeah, I basically bought the next 2 items inspired by both of them. So the first one is this blue and grey beige checked skirt. Actually, I don't know if it's checked. I would just say, like, would you say a crisscross pattern? Anyway, so it's basically this preppy looking skirt. It's a very thick material. It is actually very warm, and I think, if I'm not wrong, there was a matching blazer on H&M for this. I actually sized up. I went to a size 8 for this because lockdown has not been kind to me, so I sized up and I went to a size 8, which I know is not a big size anyway, but this actually did sit quite big on my hips. So I have a smaller waist and bigger hips, and I thought this would sit quite nicely sort of like higher up my waist, as like I said, lockdown has not been very kind to me. But in fact, this was actually a little bit too big, so I would say stay true to your size for this. And like I said, it's nice and thick, so even if you wore a pair of tights and wore these with some boots, this will keep you nice and warm with a nice fluffy jumper. Or maybe if you wanted to style it up for work, then you could get the matching blazer and basically look like Emily in Paris anyway and look really preppy. But yeah, I remember this skirt being slightly on the pricier side. H&M is so strange with their pricing sometimes. You can get like a t-shirt for like £30 and then you can get a jacket for like £5. I don't know where the pricing happens, but basically this was on the pricier kind of side, and I think it's around £25. Again, it is obviously, it looks expensive, it is very well made, it's a lot thicker than most of their other items, and I'll show you the next skirt I purchased, which you can see is slightly cheaper basically. Now onto the last item that I purchased from H&M, and it is another skirt inspired by Emily in Paris, and it is this skirt here. So it is a mixture of beige, brown and black, and these are kind of like little squared checkered patterns. Maybe this one was actually checkered, but yes, it is this skirt, and I thought this would look really cute with a solid brown kind of, what's that material, like corduroy kind of blazer, which would be really nice and preppy and almost kind of like very English rose, like main Chelsea kind of vibe. So I thought this would be really cute, and again with black tights and sort of some military boots or maybe even knee-high boots. I was thinking of dressing this up with a white fluffy turtleneck jumper. This is what I'd envisioned. I think I've seen this on Pinterest, a white fluffy turtleneck jumper with this skirt, and then maybe some like crisscross tights with some over the knee-high boots. That was what I envisioned with the skirt. But unfortunately, like I said again, I sized up with the skirt, so I went for a size 8 for the skirt as well, and it just fit a little bit too big. So I think this one actually fit bigger than the other one, because the other one has thicker material, so even though I sized up, it didn't fit as loose as this one. This is definitely a much looser material. Both skirts, by the way, have a zip on the side, so it's easier to get in and out of. There's nothing worse than not being able to get in and out of your skirt after dinner at the end of a big meal. So yeah, it's nice and easy to get in and out of. I just need to size back down for both of these skirts and then they'll be perfect. So that is it from H&M. Moving on swiftly, as we have a lot of items to get through the ASOS, we are moving on to the ASOS items, and the first one I purchased, I'm absolutely in love with this. I've seen this on, maybe I haven't seen it on her, Molly May, but I've seen it on a few other influencers, and this kind of style top where basically it runs very high up the neck, but then it swoops low, sort of like under the armpit area, and it's very, very flattering in this area, especially if you haven't got anything going on there like me. So this one is from the Couture Club, and it has the logo branding at the front, and it is this lovely taupe kind of color, which is really nice and flattering on my skin. It makes me look really tanned, and like I said, it sits very high up on the neck, and then it kind of swoops down by the armpit. So again, it is very, very flattering, and it's very figure hugging. I purchased this one in a size extra small, which is very true to size because I'm usually a size 6. So this one fits really nicely, and it's slightly cropped, but I wore them with my high-waisted faux leather leggings and they looked really, really good. Moving on to the next item that I bought from ASOS, it is this top. It is a beige kind of colour, I guess like beigey creamy kind of colour, and it is a ribbed material, so it is very, very stretchy, and again it runs quite high up on the neck and then it comes down towards the armpit. And I liked that they had this kind of ruching and bow pattern on either side of the body. I think it makes it look like your waist is a little bit smaller, which can be very flattering. And like I said, I'm not very shapely throughout my body, so this creates the illusion of shape in my body. So yeah, this is this top from In The Style, and I think it's actually from a collection, yeah, Shauna Phillips, I guess from Love Island. I bought this in a size 6, but actually I need to swap it out for a size 8 because this hole is so small to get my head through. So it was a mission to get my head through this, and even though it's a ribbed kind of material, it is not as stretchy as I would have liked to be able to get it over my body. Like I said, I don't have a lot going on anywhere else, so I mean, I don't know, so I need to size up to a size 8 for this, but otherwise it fits very nicely and it's very, very comfortable, and surprisingly as well, it's very warm because the material is very thick. So yeah, that is my second item from ASOS. The next top that I purchased from ASOS is one of my favourites. It kind of throws me back a little bit because I used to wear a lot of tops that basically, I guess, like resembled a ballet dancer, because I always wanted to be a ballet dancer. So anything with like ties, like, you know, when you tie around like your ankles or like tying around your waist, and basically like very ballet-esque. So this top here is a baby blue knit top, which is one of my favourite colours anyway, and it's a very fluffy blue knit material, so it is very, very warm, and again it runs quite high up by the neck as well, so very warm and also very flattering. I like this kind of higher neck pattern going into the colder seasons. And what is special about this top is it basically cinches in on the waist, and it has 2 bits of string of the same material, of course, and this ties around the waist, and you can either tie a bow at the front or at the back. So I'll show you guys in the video how I did it. Because it has the tie waist bit at the bottom, it helps me to create the illusion that I have obviously the smaller waist and kind of like the bigger hips. So yeah, this is very flattering. You could easily pair this with like one of those checkered skirts that I bought from H&M, or maybe even just a denim skirt, or again some boyfriend jeans. Pretty much this top will go with everything in my wardrobe, so definitely something that I'm going to be getting a lot of wear out of. I bought 2 more tops from ASOS. So I bought this top, so as you can see there's a bit of a pattern with the things I purchased from ASOS, and basically I just wanted to get a lot of staple tops where it was the high neck kind of pattern, and then obviously the swoop down to under your armpits as well, because obviously I thought it was very flattering. This, however, was not as flattering as I would have liked. This top is from, where is this from? This top is from Stradivarius, and I got it in a size small, and I thought that this would be really nice for sort of like dinner dates, or even just day to day when I go out for a coffee or something. So it's made of this like ribbed knit material, but it's like a very fine knit, so it's slightly smaller than the other knits that I've shown you guys. Again, it has the higher kind of turtleneck pattern, but it's not chunky or anything. If anything, it's a little bit thinner than the rest of the material, and then it runs quite long as well. So I liked that it wasn't cropped, so then you can tuck this into things, because there's nothing worse than trying to tuck in like a bit of a top that's not quite a crop top but not quite long enough to be able to be tucked in. So this top here I thought would be long enough and perfect for me to tuck into one of those skirts. Ideally I wanted to pair it with this skirt here, so that it would be like this kind of fit, which would be really cute, and of course Emily in Paris kind of vibes, but the skirt ran a bit too big, and then this top also ran a little bit too big as well. And this is in the small. They didn't actually have an extra small for me to purchase, so I think it might just be a case of me finding an alternative in this kind of style. But I think if you are slightly more gifted in this area, it will be a bit more flattering, and obviously it will suit you more than it did me. Onto the last top that I purchased from ASOS. It is this very, very simple Bardo off the shoulder top from Stradivarius again. Stradivarius has been absolutely killing it for my wardrobe because I have got a lot of pieces from there recently. They're just very affordable, they're very easy to mix and match with everything I've already got, and it's also in the nearest shopping centre that is closest to my house, so that will be a big reason why. But this top here reminded me of when I used to work at Hollister, and these tops are basically so simple, and it would be part of my uniform. I was about to say what it was called. We used to call our uniform at Hollister AAA, so this basically was like the most typical AAA uniform we used to get. It is very, very simple, but this one is again a ribbed knit, a very fine knit as well. It's one of those tops that look like a crop top, but they're not quite long enough to be like a long top, but not quite short enough to be a crop top, which you can wear high-waisted jeans and not have to show off too much skin. So I really, really liked this. It is a little bit see-through like you would get with most white tops, but it is very flattering, and I would wear this with my jeans. I would even wear this to lounge in with just some joggers, which I do actually have some joggers, so I'm going to show you guys how I've been pairing this top. And yeah, it's a very, very simple item, which I guess is very easy to match in anyone's wardrobe. Moving on to the last few bits that I purchased from ASOS. So I'm not a jogger person whatsoever. When I lounge around at home, I'll wear my leggings, I'll wear my pajamas. I rarely have joggers. I think I only own one pair of joggers, and it's literally, I just bought it for the sake of buying a pair of joggers literally years ago, so they are on their way out. So I've purchased 2 other pairs of joggers. One I've already worn, so don't judge me, but this is the first pair, and this is again from Stradivarius again. So go use Stradivarius. You've literally kitted out my whole wardrobe for autumn winter. But it's a very simple grey pair of joggers, and then you've got the drawstrings with a bit of metal detailing on the ends, and it has pockets, which is obviously very, very useful. They are also like a very nice material in the inside. They're not fleecy. I think when I look for joggers, I'm not someone who wears fleecy joggers because I'll get really, really hot. So these are very nice and breathable, and the legs of these are nothing fancy. They're just very simple, cuffed on the ankle, and they're quite straight legs, so they're not slim fit or anything, so they're very just nice and comfortable. And I would wear that top that I just showed you guys, the off the shoulder top from Stradivarius also, and I would pair that with the joggers just to chill out in. And like I said, I've already worn this pair to walk the dogs in, and they were very, very comfortable. So 10 out of 10 for comfort. Not so sure I'd wear this out to just chill in, because obviously it's not my usual fit to wear tracksuit bottoms or anything like this. I find them a little bit too casual, and they're more sort of like lounge wear. And I guess I've always been taught that like if you're gonna wear tracksuit bottoms, you just wear them at home. So thanks for that, mum. So yeah, I wore these to walk the dogs the other day, and they're very, very comfortable and very, very warm, especially now it's getting a little bit colder. But I would definitely recommend these, and I don't think that they were expensive at all. I think it was like maybe 12 to 15 pounds, which is so cheap for a pair of tracksuit bottoms, especially when they're this comfortable as well. Because I'm not a tracksuit bottom wearer, I didn't really know what sort of styles to look out for, and I guess what fits to have. So the other tracksuit bottoms I purchased were from, not Stradivarius this time, they are from Misguided, and I purchased them in a size 6 because I find that Misguided sizing has sort of like gone a bit crazy. I don't know what has happened to it, but I'm usually a size 6, and sometimes I'm having to order like size 4s or anything smaller that they can get on Misguided because they run slightly larger now. But I purchased this in a size 6 because I thought they'd be nice and comfortable. Oh, sorry, Bella. I just whacked the tracksuit bottom on her and she's just like, mum, stop. So these are from Misguided, like I said, and they're like a camel kind of colour, but actually I remember seeing them and I thought they were more sort of brown beige. So the bottoms are the cuff bottoms, the same as the previous one, but as you can see the legs are slightly wider, and this was actually slightly baggy on me. I'm a size 6 usually on bottoms, and I'm 5'5" for reference, but these are slightly too long for me, so actually these are going back, hence why the tag is still on. But I wanted to show you guys anyway, because for somebody who prefers like a more relaxed fit, these are definitely, I would say comfort wise, like they're very, very comfortable. And again, the material on the inside is kind of like a brushed material. It's very, very comfortable and very warm as well, but just slightly too long for me. So yeah, this is the pair from Misguided. I also bought myself a pair of jeans from ASOS. So I have not worn jeans in about 6 months. Basically since lockdown started, I've not touched a pair of jeans. I've just found that they are not very comfortable, and like I said, lockdown has not been kind to us, so I've not touched jeans. I've been wearing leggings, I've been wearing skirts of tights, I've been wearing anything but jeans basically, and I want to get back into wearing them because they're just like a staple item in your wardrobe, and of course they go with everything. You can wear them casual, you can wear them to go out. But these are from Bershka, and I bought them in a size, where's the sizing? I bought them in a I bought them in a Europe 36, which I think is equivalent to like a size 8 maybe. And I didn't realise, but I bought them in a super high rise, so they come up very, very high. So I thought, anything here, you can kind of cinch it in and just hold it together. So these are a ripped skinny jean. So I like that there's a very skinny ankle because my ankles are very small, so there's nothing worse than me getting skinny jeans and they sort of like hang around the ankles a little bit. You've got some rips by the knees as well, which are really, really cute. So just some simple rips here. And I don't actually like this kind of logo, but you can't really see it. It's black and it just says Bershka denim. And then you've got the 2 pockets and a small little rip pattern on your right pocket. I hope I don't put anything in here, like lose it through that hole, because it's quite a big hole actually. But yeah, I tried these and they're super, super comfortable. They are very, very stretchy. So they are very giving. So let me show you the stretch. I mean, that's a stretch. So they're very, very giving, and they're very easy to take on and put on. They're very easy to put on and take off. So that'll be nice for me to transition back into some jeans. And I also like that the hardware is not a different color, because there's nothing worse than getting like a bright gold or like a rose gold buckle. So this is just plain black and it just says Bershka denim. And yeah, these are just your simple pair of black skinny jeans. The last item I bought from ASOS is a jacket, and I basically worn it to death already, so I'm really sorry if there's like dog hair, my hair, whatever there is on there. But it is this jacket here, and it's very similar to the first jacket that I purchased from H&M, but it is this kind of material all the way around it. I don't really know what they call this. I think it's like a teddy bear kind of material, but it's this material all the way around it. And I love that there's the contrasting faux leather detailing around the neck with that kind of fake belt buckle pattern. And then you also have some faux leather lining that runs all the way around the jacket. So it goes, sorry, this is such an awkward angle to show you guys, but it has the faux leather lining here around the shoulders, and of course all the way around the back as well. It's very simple, but I don't actually own any black jackets. Like all my jackets are camel, grey, any other color, or brown, any other color except for black basically. And I've been putting this on top of like an all black outfit, which kind of makes you look chic immediately, because you just look a lot more put together. Even if you're just wearing like a knitted jumper, so like the knitted jumper that I showed you guys from H&M, you could just wear that underneath this, or some faux leather leggings. You could wear a hoodie underneath this, and again it will look like you're quite put together. This was really inexpensive from New Look, and I purchased it in a size small. If there was an extra small, I would have purchased that instead, because this obviously comes up quite big on my arms, which is fine because obviously, like I said, it's getting colder and I don't mind the extra bit of coverage because I get cold a lot, so I don't mind that. But if there was an extra small, I would have bought that. But getting a small does mean that I have been able to layer it a lot. It's like a very relaxed kind of fit, an oversized kind of fit. But yeah, I absolutely love this, and I've worn this 100 times already, hence why I need to brush some of that off. But this has been one of my favorite purchases of all time for autumn winter 2020. So that is it for my autumn winter 2020 haul from H&M and from ASOS. Both places are really good at the moment for autumn winter with the slightly thicker pieces like your knitwears and your bigger jackets. So I've loved shopping from both of them. Again, I'm really sorry about this setup, guys. I have tried to make it work everywhere else but here, and it doesn't seem to work. Of course, I've decided to film here today, and the bin men have decided to come, dogs have been barking, everyone's decided to redo their homes as well. But I've managed to get all the items out to show you guys, and all the items that I love. If you guys love any of them and want to purchase them also, I'll link everything down below. I hope you guys are sort of kitting out your wardrobe for autumn winter as well, and if there's anywhere that I should be shopping for autumn winter, please let me know. Help me out, because I am not an autumn winter kind of girl, so I have no idea where to start with that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video anyway, and until my next video, I'll see you guys then. Bye.